fucking 7 years old. I don't care what she has to do. Give me my daughter. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the other day I talked to her about taking her for the summer. And she was like, oh, well, I'll have to ask her how she feels about it. I mean, I understand she has feelings, too, in the situation. But at the same time, like, we have a lot of time to make up. Like, that's not acceptable. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And she's all like, oh, well, the lawyer said it might not be a good idea. And I'm like, what? You came to me with this. You know what I mean? Now you're depriving me seeing my kid. Like, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, why did you even come? Why did she even come and contact you at all?
Exactly. That's my exact point. Like, you could have just left me all the way out of the mix if you were just going to act like a fucking dickhead at the end of it. Like, and it's pissing me off, dude. It's really, really, really pissing me off.
Yeah, I can imagine, man. Can you believe this, dude? You ready for my headline, right?
I'm ready.
I have not spoken to Haley in 4 months.
Why not?
Because her fucking mom cut me off.
How did she do that?
She just doesn't put Haley on the phone. She won't answer my calls. She's instructed her whole family not to answer my calls. And, you know, she's not going to tell fucking Haley that, oh, well, your dad, you know, I cut you off because I'm a bitch. You know what I mean?
Right. She's going to blame that shit on you somehow.
She's going to say some lie. Who knows what it is, right? Yeah, exactly.
That's
So, dude, I'm actually like working on this. I'm putting this movie because you know, dude, me and Haley, bro. You know what I mean? That's like, that's my whole life, man. Like, I don't know. I probably never told you guys, but like, you know, my parents pretty much left me for dead, dude. The Brandon, you know, built that shit out of nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I know, yeah.
And so, like, you know, I can't process. I can't live with myself repeating the process. I can't do it to my own kid.
Right.
So what I'm doing is I'm putting together a movie, right? And I'm gonna have like people testify to that to like I'm a good dad. You know, Haley's lucky to have me in her life, and there's no fucking reason to be causing traumatic shit for little kids or anybody. You know.
Well, did you get like the court said what happened with all that?
Ah, dude, that fucking system does not function for dads.
You don't have to tell me. You don't have to tell me.
Yeah, dude, you know, but I just had to say that I did it. Like, I tried, you know.
Yeah.
So now when
you gotta do it that way. You have to.
Painter too, because it was just like, all right, you know, I've taken you to court for 8 years, and you still don't go by this court order. We went through this whole trial, everything, and then the court order existed for 2 months, and her mom stopped going by it. So I was just like, you know, there's absolutely no point in freaking dealing with this American system. Oh, then of course the housing market crash comes, and that whole thing was a lie, right? And it took all the value out of my buildings, which I was just gonna sell to come up with the cash to just, I don't know, go through the stupid legal. So better that it all happened that way, anyway, right? So, yeah, dude, I'm basically just gonna make this movie that says the truth on it. So I really need help. I need everybody in Philly that knew me and Haley to pretty much tell on this movie, and you're gonna do it right now if you don't mind.
All right.
All these lies, all this bullshit she's doing is gonna add up on her to where the whole world's gonna know. How long have you known me, first of all?
Wow. 7 years now. Between 5 and 7 years?
A little less, but kind of close. Yeah,
right.
I would say more like 5 or 6. But now, well, state your name. Just say who you are. Just say hi, Haley. Hi, Haley. It's Ray now. I don't know if you remember me, but hey, I mean it's Rel. It's Rel. You know me. What's up? Whatever.
Hey, Ellie, you probably don't remember me. This is Rel. I've known your dad for quite a while. Had some great experiences with you both. I've even had the chance to babysit you. So, you definitely have a great dad on your hands. Hopefully this story will help you break your eyes open to what you didn't hear, so you know you have 2 great dads instead of the one that's supposed to be.
All right, cool. So let me just ask you a couple questions real quick. Fucking mom is full of shit and saying all kinds of stuff. Would Haley ever be in a dangerous situation with me?
No, never. I mean, of course you're going to do what you have to do to protect your own, but at the end of the day, like, I don't know many more protective people other than you.
All right, cool. That helps. So then, in all the times that you witnessed me and Haley together, have you ever heard me discussing her mom with her?
Never, never, never.
This, would you say that I'm a good example and influence to any child?
Honestly, bro, I would say you're a good influence to anyone. You know what I mean? Like, it's at the end of the day, good is good and bad is bad, right and wrong. People know the difference. You're an awesome person, dude. You know what I mean? No one's perfect for sure by a mile, but you're an awesome person. Not for a kid, just for an example, period, bro.
Hey, thanks, man. I know you're a really good guy too, Darrell, or else I wouldn't even call you, and you know that.
No, yeah, definitely, bro.
So, what would you say that in the times that you hold on, let me look at my notes real quick. And when if I took out Haley, did I take out all the kids, or if she had friends that wanted to come play, did I do my best to make sure that all the kids got a whole bunch of stuff, and got to go do stuff with her?
Oh, dude, you know we did it up. I mean, anytime she came down, we had Hakeem's daughter who was around her age. We had Alyssa, who was her age. So we always had the kids anyway. So just having someone around with her was definitely a good help. But we always had the kids taking them out and everything anyway. So when, like I said, when Haley came down, it was just a bigger party. You know what I mean?
Cool. So you would say that Haley had a lot of kid friends in Philadelphia?
Definitely.
Cool.
She had my niece. You remember how my niece were hanging out?
Yeah, yeah. She hung out. I remember she had slime with you and your mom.
Yeah.
So, and then, in any way, shape, or form, could you ever conceive or imagine that I would ever harm any child in the world?
Absolutely not.
What would you want to say to a person who separated me from my daughter and didn't even let me talk to her?
I would, well, any parent separating someone from the other parent, I would definitely say to them first off that that's definitely wrong without, exemplary type standards that you set that they've crossed lines, then definitely. But any parent that's going to take an able and willing parent away from a situation is definitely not a good look. On your side of things, definitely, you're one of those parents who are there to help out. So for anyone to tell you or any other willing and able parent that they shouldn't be there is disgraceful. There's nothing less.
Right on. And then, like, on my personal habits, did you ever really see me, like, drinking a lot of alcohol or taking any, dangerous drugs or anything like that?
Absolutely not. I mean, we went out and we had a couple of beers and whatnot. We're 20-something guys, you know what I mean? We're 20-year-old guys. We're going to do that. But not in any of any type of abuse with any substances or anything like that. Absolutely not.
And then, could you ever imagine in your wildest dreams that I would badmouth one of Haley's family members directly to Haley?
Absolutely not. I mean, like I said, you're a good person at the bottom line of things. I mean, you can say what you want in confidence to friends and whatnot, but you know at the end of the day that saying something to a child isn't going to help the situation anyhow other than making the situation worse for you. You know what I mean?
Totally.
No.
Hey, but I wouldn't do that just because it would bother my kid. I don't want to bother my kid.
That's what I'm saying. At the bottom line, it hurts. It helps nothing. It just hurts the kid. At the end of that.
Yeah. Cool, man. So yeah, I'm gonna talk to everybody and just get a whole bunch of witnesses. You know what I mean? That's like, just kill this shit, 'cause the lady just basically said I've never. This is what she said in the cutoff letter to me too. Is that I have never provided for Haley, and I never have contributed positively to her life. So what do you think about that?
That's fine. That's crazy. That is. Why would somebody? Why would she say that?
I mean, is that any way, shape, or form an accurate statement that I do not
Absolutely not.
preach?
Absolutely. Why would somebody say that? Why would she say, like, I don't understand it. I don't understand how a single woman, when you have a willing and able body to help contribute to the raising of a child, why that person pushes so hard. It really behooves me, because my thing is, I'm in a similar situation, and I don't understand how someone offers their help. It's a burden. It's a very hard job to be a parent. It's not easy to do it alone. Quadruples the effect. If someone, especially their biological other half, is there to assist that hurt of, constant monitoring, constant monetary support, that is a lot on a human being. And what is the point of just all in all separating for some type of emotional or personal gain to get back at another person? It makes no sense to me. None.
All right, cool, man. My very last thing for this movie, and then I wanted to ask you more, just catch up with you like friend to friend, right? My very last thing for this movie is this. Can you tell, this movie's going to be something Haley's going to watch in 8 years. So I never would badmouth any situation to her now, but I'm definitely not wanting to face her and have her asking me questions and stutter and da-da-da-da and be nervous. I'm just going to hand her this flick, and I'm going to have 200 people saying exactly what's going down here,
Right.
And then she's going to know the truth. There's not going to be questions in her mind. Well, is my dad lying to me? Who's lying to me? Who's telling the lies here? It's just going to be cut and dry. Haley, this is what happened. So, but not as far as me or Haley or whatever, will you tell her what you saw her dad pull off while her dad was there in Philly?
I saw progression, man. Like, it takes a lot to deal with a system like this, because it doesn't cater for a man at all. So for a guy like your dad to go constantly back and forth with the system, and then not only have to deal with that, but have to do that from city to city, because they didn't live in the same city. So for your dad to have the resilience to constantly go back and forth with the court system that he knew at the end of the day wouldn't justify him, says a lot by itself. But your dad put his back into that. I mean, he was in school at the time, starting some realty work at the time when he first got here, but his main concern was always getting you. You know what I mean? Like I said, we've taken trips all the way down there just to meet you and pick you up, just so we can spend a week with you. So he can spend a week with you, excuse me. But the time here, it was about grinding, and most of that grind here was about you.
And did I do a good job in Philly as far as just working for just being a working man?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, you gave a lot of people in this neighborhood and where I grew up, we had no real outages or real views on the type of things that were happening in the community as far as properties and management and things like that. And just by you being interested in stuff like that, you gave us a chance to start up some stuff and get a hold of some properties as I did. You know what I mean? So definitely.